Hello class, my name is Dan Villanueva, and I'm here to talk about what I've been hearing in the news lately. Now, let me be upfront and say that I am a huge lover of science. And lately in the news, I've been hearing that there are interest groups and people who feel that creationism should be taught alongside evolution. Now, the theory of evolution, and realize that I say theory because it is not, and it will never be, 100% accurate. Theory of evolution is comprised of the ideas of Darwin from over 200 years ago, stating that species will adapt and mutate to their environment to better survive, or their species will simply die out. Creationism, on the other hand, states that there is an unknown, that every species, every organism, and every mutation is crafted by an unknown source, a creator. Creationism. Now, evolution follows and has been proven by using what we call in the scientific community the scientific method. A hypothesis, gathering data, experimentation plus duplication, and then publishing a theory. Creationism does not follow any of that, for the simple fact is that they rely on their answer coming from an unknown source, an open-ended answer, if you will. You cannot simply state that and try to confirm that as a theory in the scientific community. You'll be laughed at. But yet they want us to have that taught in school. Now, evolution has much proof behind it, and is almost completely 99% as what is perceived in the scientific community correct. You have the scientific evaluation of the fossil record. You now have genetics, all started by something that over 200 years ago Darwin did not even have. But over 200 years ago today, we find evidence slowly backing and giving more support to the idea that evolution is what runs our planet. Creationism, while effective at pointing out the flaws of evolution and arguing the small subpoints, cannot follow the scientific method and cannot compete with the amount of facts put on its side. In fact, creationism, I would lead to believe, is nothing more than an ideological answer from a secular point of view, whereas by nature, evolution is completely secular. Now, I think we need to have dialogue on this. And I think that people need to be educated on this. Because we cannot simply state that one side is better than the other. But we need to have presented facts, and no facts can ever amount to the amount of facts on the side of evolution. DNA showing mutations, viruses under microscopes changing to survive when introduced to a new medication, all lead and all provide evidence for evolution. And you cannot have creationism being taught if it's not even acknowledged in the scientific community. You can't be in a science class and have kids learning this if it is not accepted by a scientific community to begin with. Biology, physics, chemistry, genetics, all have their theories, all are tested. When creationism can prove that it can follow the scientific method of being tested, then I'll believe it. Until then, it's not true.